Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Savage AF, y'all. Forget your feelings. Facts matter.
Facts
you know what
matter.
this is, man. I'm your boy Black Pedro. This guy right here.
What's going on? This is Shang, and I want to let y'all know something. Oh, comedian Shang, or you can call me Lord of Dance, which a lot of people call me. A lot of people say that to me.
I've actually never heard.
Nah, man. A lot of people, you don't see them, but they're there.
Those people are called invisible.
Yeah, man.
If you don't see them,
got a lot
but they're there.
Got a lot of invisible people that have got my back.
Call you Lord of the Dance.
Yeah,
okay.
Lord of the Dance.
Well, that's what it is, man. Savage AF, forget your feelings. Facts matter. That's our motto here.
Yeah.
Just know that we are here for you guys. We talk politics, hot topics, current events. Just a couple of comedians. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. A little bit of education behind us. A whole lot of sass.
A lot of sass. So, yeah, I don't know if I want to be called sassy, but all right, call me sassy.
You just called yourself the Lord of Dance.
I know I did. So I want to let y'all know something. Normally it's F your feelings, facts matter. But we can't say that for the first 5 minutes because we have to watch the algorithm. And
if you curse too early within the algorithm, it literally scares white mothers with 2 to 3 children.
Right. And if you have one child,
Midwest,
if you have one child, you're not as concerned. But yeah, we will be definitely getting into that profanity laced because sometimes it's needed. I think it's needed.
We do curse poetry on here. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, we definitely do.
But that being said, listen, guys, we are transitioning.
Yes.
Didn't mean to trigger you guys.
Don't. You can't say transitioning.
No, we can because we are transitioning into a new format. Shout out to Petty Cash Studios. Yeah. No, we are not in a Burger King right now.
Yes.
And listen, after the last episode, I saw some of y'all and
talking shit.
And you said we were in it's okay, man. Don't worry.
Late.
The algorithm. But you said we was in a Burger King. I told you we was in a cyber cafe from the 50s.
Yes.
But y'all flipped it corporate. That being said, Burger King, if you want to sponsor this segment, you can have it your way.
Yeah.
You see what I did?
But I'm gonna tell you right now, what you said was a Whopper.
Hey yo.
See what we did that?
Well, no. I didn't mean to shake things up.
See, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do puns the whole show. But we talk about hot topics. We talk about political situations that are going on, and I like to call it the hellscape.
Yes,
because right now it's a hellscape.
So that being said, though, just to set up the whole show, Savage AF is the name of the show. Forget your feelings, facts matter. That's our motto. But we are currently right now in this episode live on YouTube. We are, and our YouTube channel is Savage. No, what is it? It's youtube.com/C/SavageAF World. All one word. So make sure we're there now. I see some people. I have a screen off to my camera left. And I see some of y'all out there, Breezy JJ's, Compton's Finest. I see y'all. And these are some of our regulars who follow us live. But if you ever miss us live, go to youtube.com/C/SavageAF World, all one word, and we will have our episodes archived for you, clipped up, edited, polished, and backup dancers. And we have somebody's soul here to my left.
This
somehow.
Right here is that glow you see is from The Last Dragon. Actually, I don't know if you know.
It's just somebody's cheek.
Yeah, but I want to let y'all know something. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you subscribe, so I always mess that up.
It's not
subscribe to the channel. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you tell your friends and share. If you do not share, I told you, your feet stink and Jesus don't love you. And your whole family is not loved by Jesus.
Watch the table, Shane. When you bang on the table, the mic gonna pick that up.
Y'all can hear me.
Okay.
You heard what I said.
Probably not the best thing to do.
Probably technically not good.
That being said, guys, we do have a Facebook page as well. SavageA.F. Look us up on Facebook. Also, very important, and this is the business we got to get out of the way. Hey, guys, this can't be all fun and games. Okay, we've got to pay bills. Follow it. We are just two comedians who travel the earth, doing good deeds, living
travel the earth.
Yes,
and we get into adventures.
Yes, and we go on excursions, and we live off the kindness of others. We do good deeds and live off the kindness of others, which, by the way, is also the premise for the TV show Kung Fu
and preacher, reacher,
yeah,
and preacher. But no, last time I saved a little girl, and the lady made me a pie, which I think that's pretty cool. I feel
like that.
I got shot in my arm, and she made me a pie. Let me tell you something.
I feel
bitch.
like she came short.
Next time, bitch, I need money.
Yeah, she came up short on the reward.
I saved your child. I need money.
What kind of pie was it? Boysenberry?
Cherry pie.
Cherry, okay. Well,
cherry pie.
She went middle of the road.
You could have got off some ass. You could have just gave me some ass, and it'd been fair trade. Your child saved. I get some ass. I think that's fair.
Listen, that being said, though.
Not that we solicit that here.
Yeah, that's not. I'm gonna go ahead and let that be your segment.
All right,
cool. No, but that being said, guys, as comedians who travel the earth and do good deeds and live off the kindness of others,
I can't believe you said the premise of Kung Fu.
It is David Carradine. It was supposed to be Bruce Lee.
Yeah,
and then
that's right.
They gave it to the white guy.
We saving people in small towns that normally wouldn't even let us eat there.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah. But that being said. Follow us on Instagram. I know Meta ain't the best place in the world right now, but it's all we got. And without a following, comedians are nothing. We are not even considered human or talented or funny. Yeah. So follow at Black Pedro on Instagram.
And make sure you follow at Comedian Shang. Also follow us on Blue Sky. Yeah, Mark, I said Blue Sky. Okay, Blue Sky. And make sure you follow us not only on that, Threads. Follow us on Threads. It's the same handle at Comedian Shang, at Black Pedro. We're going to get into the show now and talk about some of this bullshit going down. It's a lot of bullshit going down in this country, and it keeps coming at you. It's just, does it overwhelm you? It overwhelms me every day. It's always something new. We're going to take over Greenland. We're going to, I'm going to turn Detroit into Rio. And it's something crazy every single day from our orange cunt stick in chief.
Nothing overwhelms me. I smoke weed. Okay.
Oh, okay.
That being said, I do want to give some shout out. I know I shouted out Compton's Finest, Breezy JJ's.
Yeah.
Anybody else, if you follow our YouTube channel, if you subscribe, get notified. That's the other big part of it. When you go to our channel, it's not a porn page. Don't just stare at it. Okay.
Yeah.
You got to click buttons. All right. Subscribe. Click the bell to get notified,
right?
And then it'll let you know when we go live or when we post new episodes or clips, and that's how we do this.
But there's links to my porn page. It's called Cocktastic.
Okay.
Yeah, if you get a chance, make sure you check out Cocktastic. I also have the sequel, Cocktastic 2, and then I have Eat My Nuts NATO, which is like if a tornado was my nuts.
Okay.
Right. And it
that sounds right? Painful.
Yeah.
When your nuts are twisted in
the
tornado.
They twisted.
That sounds okay. That being said, if you are watching us on live on YouTube, you can comment. I'm gonna try my best. That's why I got glasses now. Yeah, I can actually see your comments from across the room. So, chime in, comment. Let's get it started, y'all. Savage AF, fuck your feelings. Facts matter. You know what it is.
Yep.
Black Pedro, Comedian Shang. We're here to talk politics, hot topics, current events. I'm gonna give you your run up for today's episode.
Right.
We're not the kind of show that runs things down. We run up on your ass. So we're gonna end with a Shangry.
Yes.
Entitled D.E.I. My D.I.C.K.
Yes.
There we go.
That was very well put.
Did I put it right?
Yeah, you put it right.
That wasn't okay.
Yeah.
Before we get into that, though, we are going to have a Black Pedro pop in for you, entitled "Actively Black Pedro." I'll explain.
I see the way you tied the actively.
You
black
see, but we're gonna
all right,
explain
Let's get it. Did you
before we get into that though? We're gonna talk about joy and pain. As REID is out.
Like sunshine and rain.
REID is out at MSNBC.
Which
will lead us into a whole other set of conversations. But let's talk about that. Before we get into that, COON-TEL-PRO. You know, I did. See what I did? The White House holds a Black History Month, what I'm calling a SELL-OUT-BRATION.
No, man.
We gonna get into it, but
there was so much maple syrup and
just ham hocking.
And just
ham.
Yeah, the actual when you came in, you had a ham bone for 4 minutes.
Have you heard?
It was just the worst shit ever.
But before we get into that, Savage AF, fuck your feelings, facts matter. We are starting today's episode with "What up, man?"
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
And that's not going out to the homies on the street.
It sounded like that, though.
I know, I did. I often like to play with words.
Okay.
A pun, if you will. But Maine, as in...
Have you ever been there?
New England. I have not.
Oh, my God. It's definitely Salem's Lot.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely... There's a whole bunch of just vampires walking around. It is... Right. It's old white people and Black people hiding from the cops.
We're talking about one of the 50 United States, the state of Maine.
Yeah.
Recently at an event with the governors of the United States, hosted by your president, Trumpty Dumpty.
Yeah, that's definitely your president.
He being Trumpty Dumpty, the Orange Bandit himself.
Right.
The Mandarin King.
The Mandarin King.
You know, all right. Dr. Clementine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Orange Jello.
Liar Notice.
Yeah, there you go.
Like Leah Notice, but I put the lie in there. Like King of Lies.
So at this event, Trumpty Dumpty called out the governor of Maine, what's her name? Janet Mills. And in this event, so they were talking about, Trumpty Dumpty was talking about transsexual, specifically trans women in women's sports, and their efforts and desires to completely ban that from occurring, and any state that wouldn't comply with that, you know, would face basically federal sanctions.
Right.
And he was literally like, and the governor of Maine, where's the governor of Maine? And she stood up. Janet Mills stood up.
She's like, I'm right here, bitch.
She's like, hey, homie. Hey, cuz.
First off, cuz.
Hey.
You want to squabble up? We can squabble up.
Hey.
You want to squabble? Let's squabble.
What they talking about? They talking about nothing. What they talking about? They talking about nothing. What they talking about? They talking about
the fact that he actually said that not only to California, he said that to Gavin Newsom. He also said that he will not give funding if, you know, you won't get any funding. He's like playing the mob boss. What the fuck is wrong with you, dude?
Yeah, no, but this story in particular was interesting because this was an in the room conversation,
right, with other people,
a confrontation that occurred, you know, across the room, but face to face. But again, Janet Mills, governor of Maine, stood up and was like, I'm right here. And he was like, listen, if you don't comply with this basically hateful legislature that we want to, enact, you will not get federal funding. And she was like, see you in court.
Right.
And after that, she was like, what did she say? She was like, well, if you don't want to give us federal funding, then we'll just cut out federal taxes from, you know, people's paychecks, and then people working in the state of Maine will not be putting in on this, you know, this federal cash pot.
Yeah, and the reason he can't say that to Gavin Newsom is because California is the big dog. California and New York's the big dog pertaining to giving other states money. You slack-jawed fucking losers. Yeah, Dakota, suck our dicks.
But that being said, California is the fifth largest
economy
in the world.
Also on Saturn and Uranus.
Yeah.
I don't know if you knew that or not.
Right in your butt.
I talked to Neil deGrasse, and that's what he told me. But I'm going to tell you why.
I think you just put one of the greatest physicists on the planet on a TV show called Degrassi.
Wait a minute. Did I say it wrong?
Neil deGrasse Tyson is
the Neil deGrasse. Yeah, deGrasse.
You put him as a cast member with Drake.
I know.
With Wheelchair Jimmy.
Oh man,
and a great physicist.
Did I really fuck it up that bad?
It's okay.
No, but what I really did fuck it up that bad.
Neil deGrasse. Hi,
hey, you know
y'all
what?
went there.
Anybody
having your 30th reunion.
Anybody that's in the comments, don't say shit. You've had a brain fart before, but what I think about when you see this, the fact that we need more people standing up to him like that, the fact she stood up like that. I see you in court. I see in court. He says, yeah, let's see how that works out. He's always like projecting his bullshit when he knows he's the one that's wrong. And the bottom line is they always bring that up as their go-to with transgender because they know that's a trigger word for a lot of his base. And this is the fucked up part. Actually, transgender athletes are a percentage of a percentage of a percentage of a percentage.
It's point percent.
It's Ant-Man like going to the other multiverse of the multiverse. It's bullshit, and it always works with the base that love the red meat because they full of shit.
And you know, that's a serious part of this conversation is that, you know, any discussions about trans athletes. But I think the bigger concern seems to be trans women competing against women in women's sports.
Do you agree with that?
I think I can't remember the name of the body, but there's a body that oversees like international swimming competition, right? And they came up with the thing where it's like if transition occurs prior to puberty, then they'll accept that. And to me, that just seems to make sense logistically because because here's the thing.
Okay, go ahead.
Some people if you undergo hormonal transition prior to puberty or certain stages of puberty, then, you know, like the male stuff doesn't kick in, right? Like the testosterone, all of that. Because like, let's be honest, right? All babies are trans, right? Like when you look at a baby,
I don't know if that's gonna make it to the show.
No. Listen, fuck? When you look at a baby, nobody can, like, you have to put a bow on it or dress it in blue or pink. All babies look the same
until you pull their pants down.
No, right, but nobody's walking around the mall with their baby's dick out. So if you go up to somebody's baby,
speak for yourself.
Okay,
my son, I show my son's schlong as much as possible.
Yeah, that's not legal. And here's the thing.
Is it? You sure?
But here's the thing. When you look at a newborn or like, you know, new babies or whatever, and you got to walk up to the parent and be like, oh, they are so cute. You know what I'm saying? Look at them, right? Like you have to ask him, is it boy or girl?
And
you know
don't do that to a man with his son when you say, oh, that's such a cute your daughter. Hey, motherfucker, that's a little boy.
But nobody can tell is my point. Right. But then at a certain point, all of us go through puberty and our bodies really change, right? Like
it kicks in.
Little boy and little girl bodies are pretty similar until the puberty kicks in.
But
after that, this international swim body was like, okay, yeah, maybe trans women shouldn't be competing.
Okay.
But prior to that, yeah. And so I'm in that space. I'm like,
you're in that space.
If they don't hit the big muscular stage.
Okay, first off, they shouldn't be swimming because they have an extra rudder. And they have a rudder. And that rudder makes them cut through the water even faster. So I think that they shouldn't be in martial arts. I don't think they should be in boxing because that last woman that fought another woman, even though they said that she was, you know, chromosomes, everything.
She's a woman.
She's a woman. But she had a lot of.
It's not they said she's a woman.
She was a woman. But
still is. She
is
a
lot of the dude in her is the one that clocked this lady.
No, come on.
And in MMA, I saw also she cracked her skull.
Okay, but I think you need to respect any woman's right to be a warrior. And if a woman chooses to fight a trans woman and chooses to step in the ring, I respect that. Like,
you respect it?
She's trained as a warrior her whole life. Well, she could probably whoop my ass. So take your shot against this. Like, so I honestly don't care. But the point is, the real point is that, like we were saying, this is a minuscule percentage of athletes either on the high school, college, or pro level that
actually were, competing.
Assigned male at birth and do not align with that sexual assignment, right? Like, I'm trying to use all the terms.
Yeah, but let me use this word I never use: infinitesimal.
Okay,
it's not
endless.
It's
or like just endlessly small.
There is none of that really happening, you know, across the board, widespread. So they keep using that to go. In fact, I was watching Fox. I was watching Fox by accident.
Remote ran out of batteries.
It was just bullshit. And he's having a conversation with one of these politicians, and they're talking about, like, they're actually talking about the economy, and he goes back to, well, I mean, what about transgender? That's your what about. That's your what about go to, you fucking MAGA idiots. And if you don't like what I said, catch me outside.
And that being said, we're gonna move on to our next topic.
Yes.
But when they go to that, just understand that that's kind of like COON-TEL-PRO. You know, that counterintelligence program that the CIA ran for years, infiltrated drugs into black communities to disrupt organization and positive efforts.
Crack.
As well as other things. Yeah, it's just
smoke it.
But from that COON-TEL-PRO, we're gonna move on to COON-TEL-PRO.
Slap that dibby day.
Skip that dilly yaddy out of day.
Oh my God. How do you walk around and let your soul breathe when you act like this? Trump was sent here by Jesus, and Jesus loves us.
So that being said, upon the recording of this episode, we are still within Black History Month. And
for now,
right?
Until
like I said, upon the recording of this episode,
until it goes away.
So that being said, right? What we did see is a White House celebration, but I'm gonna call it a sell-out-bration.
Yeah,
of Black History Month, where individuals like Lil Boosie, Kodak Black. Somebody I've never even heard of called Rod Wave. I never
even heard of.
I can't keep up with the hip and the hop.
Yeah, you know what? Unless I go, like, all of them came through the portal of the Cooniverse, and they got here and decided just to go start. They started hand boning and going, yes, sir. No
feet so hard they didn't even need shoes to tap dance.
Tap dance.
Skip that diddly yaddy yaddy.
It was a lot of that. But the thing that was sad was it's in the same brand as Candace Owen, where everything is that the Republicans do is correct and right, and everything white is right and everything. I seen it, but it was just sad to see that collective. And this is the bad part. This is how fucked up I am in the head. I want you to know this. Something's wrong with me. You know me for a while.
I have.
Something's wrong with me.
Yes.
I thought this is a good time, like the mafia when I was watching Godfather, where you got all the heads of the coons.
The 5 families.
Yeah, 5 families of coons all in one place, and this is the best time to hit them.
It was called La Constra Nostra.
That's it.
That's it. Okay, there we go.
Yes.
But that being said,
take them all out. Take them all out at the same fucking time. All right.
So the irony of this, though, and you know, you expect your Tim Scotts with his chiclet teeth to be there. You expect Byron Donald.
Wait, what's the dude from Fat Albert that he looks like?
Mushmouth.
Is it Mushmouth?
Hobby,
yeah,
Fobby.
Yeah, he definitely.
You expect Mushmouth to be there. You expect Byron Donald with his Lego hairline and beard.
His snap-on fro.
Yeah, just clicks right in. You expect them to be there. You know, some of these rappers that were there at this Black History Month celebration, obviously disappointing. You know, education first. Make sure you read. But that being said,
right.
I looked at this as one of those things where it's like, you know, because this is also why it's ironic event, right? The White House is celebrating Black History Month while also crushing DEI initiatives and banning Black History Month at certain agencies,
critical,
you know, across
theory,
the government. Yeah,
critical race theory. Actually, firing a 4-star general that is even the other generals said he was top notch, and putting in a person that was on Dance Fever. That is how bad it is and what's going on. And we're going to segue into something else that actually applies to this. But you had to think about this. All of the things that these people were saying are like, oh, I got my MAGA hat on. Don't I look good? And I was sitting there going, every one of them needs a punch. They need a knuckle bundle to the brain basket to shake them out of this fake reality that they believe that they really want us here.
Yeah, man, it is a fantasy land that's being lived in right now. Okay, so and here's the sadness, the sad part about the fantasy is like, going to in 2025, going to a Trumpty Dumpty hosted Black History SELL-OUT-BRATION at the White House while, you know, blackness is being suppressed, you know, across other areas of government. This is really like your boss hosting a retirement party for you while canceling your pension.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like your boss looking you in the eye and said, "You've had a fantastic history here. Future, not so bright." And that's what we're dealing with.
You'll be living under a bridge soon, giving hand jobs for
chiclets. Love what you did in the past.
Yeah, but
not sure I can help you.
But this is the wild part about when I see stuff like this and I meet people like this, because I've had arguments with brothers and sisters that act like this.
What?
I just think that they're detached from reality in a point where everything you said to them, their comeback is, "You don't know how I feel." And then they run off into the woods.
Barefoot. And I'm like, where are your shoes?
Yeah, I mean, they really do believe that these people are embracing them and love them, are going to give them an opportunity. And at the same time, it's called While I'm Smiling in Your Face. What's the song? It's an old song.
Smile in your face.
All the time.
All the time they want to take your place.
The black
stabbers.
Right. They're stabbing you in the back while they're looking you in the face smiling. And I think that is what I saw that whole thing as. So it made me sad. I went, and I normally don't. I've been trying to lose weight, which I have been. And I went and ate some ice cream. I felt so sad. I was like, I need some vanilla ice cream. And I watched Avengers.
Everybody's allowed to cheat.
That got me through.
Everybody's allowed to cheat.
No, it was Age of Ultron. My bad. It was Age of Ultron.
Okay. That's still an Avengers saga.
Yeah, it's still in the Avengers.
No, I got you. So I think by now we have sort of gotten used to seeing, you know, the House Negro syndrome.
Wow. We're going to get so much bullshit on this.
No, I mean, they literally
the comments are going to be interesting.
They went to the White House to Huckenbuck with...
Huckenbuck?
With Massa Clementine.
And there was two people at the door. It was the dude from Django. Who that nigga on the nag?
Sam Jackson.
And then there was you geeky ass from Soldier Story. I never liked you geeky ass motherfuckers.
I already watched a Soldier Story one time this month.
You watched it?
Oh yeah, I actually purchased it this year.
Oh wow!
Because I went in, I put my dollars where they count.
I didn't. I seen it a long time ago, but I just got that one clip. I take the clip from that, and I take it from Willie Dynamite. Because, you got to collectivize. Now I'm running hoes from here to the downtown Detroit, and I know you have to come together, brother.
Got to come together, man. But these guys obviously are masters of the Cooniverse.
It was sad. I mean, what did you think when you saw it?
I mean, it just helps me identify who I can fuck with. Yeah, like basically who I can fuck with, right? Like, no, I can't fuck with Kodak Black no more. I didn't even know who Rod Wave was.
You didn't even... I didn't know who
Lil Bootsy was entertaining.
Was Soulja Boy there? Because he might as well have been.
He performed at the inauguration, right?
And by the way, Soulja Boy, I just want to say this. Hopefully you'll get to see this. And anybody that, dude, get your shit together. You was acting like a little bitch in you, little bit of bitch in you.
Yeah, you was all boy, no soldier.
Yeah. There was a lot of, Kamala ain't never called me. Why would she call you, motherfucker?
What would she need?
What would she need from Soulja Boy?
A little niglet puppet?
Yeah,
what was she gonna use you
stop
for?
Stop it. Slap happy. You
were being used.
It was the corniest shit. She ain't never called me. Why would she, bitch? This is going to be... the clips from this is going to get us in trouble.
I guess it's just sad when they don't know that they are being used as a puppet or a trophy or some kind of token Negro.
Well, the sad part is out of that whole thing I actually like Snoop Dogg. I like...
Didn't we all?
No, yeah, but Snoop
Remember
Dogg,
when it was just murder trials and gin and juice?
Huh?
Come on. Can we get back to those days?
Man, I miss those days.
When he was just the antagonist in Baby Boy.
Yeah.
We were all rooting for Tyrese, but we still loved Snoop.
Yeah. Ving Rhames
Denzel
did well
pushed him over in a wheelchair in Training Day, and we felt bad for him again.
But not anymore.
Fuck it. I don't know what to tell you, dog. Bitches ain't shit but
that
hoes and tricks.
That was the sensitive part of Savage AF. That was where we got real sensitive.
We caught feelings.
I don't know if you can
We got feelings too.
I don't know if you can feel it, but a little tear came out my eye and then went right back because I could give a fuck about that.
Speaking of soldiers that we should cry for, a little tear.
Fallen soldiers.
A little tear came out. Savage AF, fuck your feelings, facts matter. By the way, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Get notified.
Yes.
It's youtube.com/C/SavageAFWorld, all one word. Again, subscribe, get notified. We are live on there right now.
Yes,
let me look across the room here. I see Treehead is in the house. She exfiltrated to foreign lands to escape all of the crazydom that is taking over this country.
I'm at a different angle, so I can't completely.
It's harder to see, but no.
But we thank you guys for watching us live, and this is what we're going to be doing from now on, where you can see us live on the YouTube, on the YouTubeage.
Treehead asked, "Did we hear the Marlon Wayans song about Soulja Boy?" I have not heard that.
No, yeah, him and Soulja Boy. Actually, Marlon Wayans and Soulja Boy are beefing. Soulja Boy talked shit about Marlon Wayans. Marlon Wayans came back comedically, and I just don't get where Soulja Boy feels like he has a leg to stand on. But then again, Marlon Wayans did dress up as a white girl, and that's where he's using. Because the movie made money and he did well, but to him that was a sticking point.
I mean, that movie is also 30 years old at this point.
Yeah,
I mean,
you weren't how
a bunch of people put on the dress, dog, from Dustin Hoffman to Tom Hanks,
Miss Doubtfire,
Robin Williams. So it's a trope in comedy.
Yeah. It was a drive-by fruiting.
Yeah, exactly. So. That being said, I have not heard that song Treehead, but hey, I'll look it up.
But thank y'all for all you people that's on the live. Thank you for rocking with us.
And by the way, Soulja Boy does not need a leg to stand on when he's sitting on Donald Trump's lap. Heyo.
Wow.
Puppet. But that being said, one that we should be upset about, a real soldier. And when I heard this story, it brought me joy and pain. Because REID is out at MSNBC. You see what I did?
Yeah,
Doug?
I saw the way you segued that. The thing about it is the reason that she's out, and also 6 other people of color are out at MSNBC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there she is there for you guys. Beautiful black woman, Harvard educated. I believe she has a legal degree.
Yes.
But
their thing was that she wasn't real journalism when she would say her opinions.
And this is part of it. So just to lay it out clearly for those who don't know, because we made a lot of references and puns, but Joy Ann Reid.
Yes.
Joy Reid.
Of MSNBC.
She used to host AM Joy. She used to host, what was it called? The REID Report.
Right.
And then most recently, as of this week or the past couple of days, the REID Out with Joy Reid on MSNBC.
They let her go. They also let five other hosts go. Some of the Weekend Report they let go, and people are saying that they're letting go a lot of people of color. Now, the reason I think that they let her go is one of the executives is boys with Trumpty Dumpty, and Trumpty Dumpty went on a rant about Joy Reid.
I think her name was Rashida Jones. She was in she was in charge at MSNBC, a black woman, and she bounced. And I think that was, kind of the levee broke.
And then this other woman came in, and now she's doing, like, everybody's bending the knee to him feeling a certain way. Now he's going after Jon Stewart. He went after Bill Maher with a lawsuit, $5 million lawsuit, which he lost because he is an orangutan or has orangutan features. I don't know if you ever looked at Trump up close, but there's a lot of in him.
They have the same hue, no doubt.
So, but the bottom line is, I think that was part of it, because I've seen MSNBC, CBS, all of them are bending the knee and losing lawsuits to Trump
D.Dumpty,
and paying up because they don't want to keep going back and forth to court. But the bottom line is what they did with Joy Reid was on some other shit. It was cornball shit. But then I did some research. Her ratings were not as good as they were before.
Nicole Sadler, Yanni K, I see y'all live on YouTube. I appreciate y'all. Ratings or not, I think she was a righteous voice. To the note of about journalism, I think that, you know, when you have like a network like Fox News that calls themselves news, but then when they get pulled into court in a $780 million lawsuit,
almost $1 billion.
Yeah, their anchors will say that, you know, well, this is just entertainment, and anybody with any common sense would know this is just.
What's the one cuck he's a cuck. He's always interviewing Trump, and his last 2 interviews went absolutely horrible because with him and
Brett dude.
No, it's him, Elon Musk. It was Trump and Elon Musk. And this guy interviewed
Jesse Waters?
Nah, not Jesse Waters. Another cuck.
Carlson?
Not Fucker Carlson. I can't remember this cuck's
Riley,
name.
Is that his name?
No, yeah, he interviewed. Well, you know who you are, you cuck. The bottom line is, this is the wild shit. He actually said, I mean, who would be dumb enough to believe we're actually news?
Yeah, and so these are the arguments they make. So I think, you know, to a certain degree, it's right. You got to understand what's entertainment and what's news. I believe that the way CNN anchors their, or just anchors any of them their shows, and MSNBC as well, it's with a personality, somebody you can latch on to, who has a team of journalists, reporters, investigators, specialists, commentators who come in and fill in, you know, the gaps and solidify the journalism. But are you expecting, you know, Joy Reid, Laura Coates, Alex Wagner, even, who, by the way, has just left the desk to go back to like special correspondence? But, you know, a lot of these people, while they work their way up, once you get to anchor, you're not like the journalist anymore, right?
No,
like,
you're the host.
You're the host of a show. People are coming to watch you and your personality.
Yeah, put it this way, even though I think he got a dope name, Wolf Blitzer. I mean, just hit that alone, I feel like...
It sounds like a football play that works every time.
Yeah, Wolf Blitzer. Another tackle from Wolf Blitzer. Like, I mean, he's not out, like, following up leads. So why do you expect that from her? Like, he's simply not doing that. And you look at a lot of these different people, they don't understand that you become a host/celebrity. But the backlash is crazy. They already got, like, over 10,000 people flooded the phones for MSNBC, like, yo, what the fuck is up? Why y'all do that shit?
So while we're in this, you know, mode, I think there is a big active movement to especially steer Black dollars in the right direction. And, you know, I know we're like boycotting Target and other entities.
And it actually worked. They lost $21 billion.
Yeah, and although
I think I'm close.
Shout out to New Era Detroit, an activist organization in Detroit that is, you know, very righteous and you know, sort of bringing that kind of Black Panther-esque vibe to the city streets. They were pointing out how some of the Black pastors, though, in Detroit led a whole movement to actually send people to Target to only buy the Black items. And it's like, this is so shooting yourself in the foot. This is like only buying cotton from plantations that have Black employees or whatever. Like, it's like that y'all missed the point.
Give me 2 of those cotton shirts.
But that being said, while we're steering our Black dollars in the right place, I'm making a conscious decision to stop watching MSNBC now because they cut Tiffany Cross and now
there's 5. They let go 5.
Well, I mean, Tiffany was like last year.
I know, but
before,
I'm saying, look, I can't remember all the names, but they cut 5 shows. I'm personally like, it says buy Black owned, and I understand that. But a lot of times people are saying that's not going to put a dent in Target. But Target actually has taken a hit. Walmart has taken a hit.
Also, if you say that something won't make a difference without even trying it, then you a bitch. Okay, you're a fucking piece of shit. Try, you dummy.
As the great philosopher Ludacris said, Move, bitch. Get out the way.
Come on, man. You got to give it a shot. See what happens.
You never know.
So that being said, I'm looking for like Black or even just righteous independent outlets. So today I watched what do you call it, PBS NewsHour instead of turning on MSNBC. I'm going back to NPR. I'm coming back, baby. I know you miss me.
Why you act like I'm coming back, baby?
Girl, I'm sorry.
I'm coming back, baby.
she was just a thing to me.
Just wear something sexy. You know and wear something sexy and frothy. But I don't even know if that is frothy. That's a word.
Hey, if your girl is frothy, she might have a yeast infection.
If it's bubbling,
go ahead and say it.
Put it this way, guys. If it's bubbling, don't.
Yeah, don't double in.
Yeah,
if it's bubbling.
But I think that Joy Reid said she's going to be doing a podcast. She's also going to have her own stuff on YouTube. So when she does go there, give that support because right now, Joe Rogan got knocked to number 4 in podcasts. Right now, number 1 is Midas Touch. Smoked him.
Bro, have you seen? Since he got off CNN, have y'all seen Don Lemon?
He is
remember we used to clown Don Lemon like this corny Negro is tap dancing his way to the top. Like, and the other day I saw a clip. He was like, "Hey, Megan Kelly, fuck you, bitch!" And I was like,
"Yeah." He's like,
Donald, is that
you? I watch it. I watch it religiously. I watch a lot of his stuff. And he's saying the wildest shit. He's like, "Yeah, you don't like what I'm saying? Well, you can suck my gay ass."
He's turning lemons into lemonade.
He going hard to paint. And he said because he couldn't say the stuff that he wanted to say on air. That's why I think a lot of the liberal media, and it's not liberal, it's just factual. Some of it is factual. Some liberals are out of their fucking minds. I admit that. But there's some of it it's like, yo, you know that's fucked up what Elon Musk is doing. You know it. He's saying stuff without any kind of evidence and proof just because he says so. And the wackadoos on fucking TV with a chainsaw going, "We're gonna cut everything." And he's on the fucking. He's not autistic, but he's.
Don't offend autistic people like
autistic
that.
People, yeah.
Autistic people, you are not Elon, okay?
But I think that a lot of the stuff that's going on with all of this shit right now, when you see them trying to just literally erase history and erase all of the Black voices on television, Roland Martin was talking about this recently too. And I just feel like this was part of the agenda of Project 2025. If you look in Project 2025, a lot of the shit that's happening is what he's doing. And a dictator or a fascist tries to make sure he manipulates the media. They're not even letting certain voices come in the press conferences.
The AP has been
kicked out,
banned from certain events
been kicked out
because they won't recognize the Gulf of Mexico as the Gulf of America now. That's why.
I mean, first off, I think right there, makes me question what their, patriotism
First of all, golf is an American sport.
Let's start there.
It's like, that's not
and even... actually, golf isn't an American sport.
It's not. And this ain't the right golf.
All right, but bottom line is, if you don't call it what we want you to call it, you can get the fuck out. That's what happened.
Swim the fuck back. All right, man. But that being said, while Joy Reid is out, I know I'm not worried about her. She is a righteous.
She gonna be all right.
She gonna be all right. I encourage everybody though to find, let's seek out righteous Black voices in media. I'm looking at Roland Martin. I know Angela Rye, Tiffany Cross, and Andrew Gillum have a podcast.
They have a podcast.
Native
podcast.
Land, I think it's called.
Yeah.
And so just
to get the balance.
There are good voices out there.
But Midas Touch is another one. Brian Taylor Cohen.
NPR.
Very
PBS.
Good shows. And now us. But ours is a little bit more raw.
AF.
Savage AF is a little bit more raw.
We have fun
and you got to have a certain temperament to deal with us. And if you don't like what the fuck I'm saying, guess what happens? You can suck Don Lemon's asshole.
Yeah, that's how that goes, man. But that being said, we're going to keep pushing to the show. I'm going to give y'all a quick one. This is my segment, y'all. I'm your boy, Black Pedro. And, we call this little segment Black Pedro's Poppin'. And when I give it to you, I give it to you a little something like this.
Hey, it's your boy Black Pedro, popping in, hey, with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'.
So that being said, yo, this your boy Black Pedro with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'. Today you can call me actively Black Pedro. Now listen, while we're not officially sponsored by Burger King, the set just looks like it. But trust me, we've got a whopper of a deal coming. Yes. Last week, I had the opportunity to serve a trio of black people at the restaurant that I work at. And I'm looking at one of the dudes and I'm like, I know this guy's face from somewhere. And then I finally paid attention to what he was wearing and I caught one of the logos. And at some point when it was appropriate, I was like, excuse me, is Actively Black your label? And he was like, it is. So when I talk about putting, and I told him, I was like, you know what? I'm going to support, brother. So when I talk about focusing our dollars towards, black businesses and righteous businesses, not just black, but I saw this opportunity. I followed them on Instagram already. So that's why I knew the dude's face. And I was just like, and I'd been like, oh, I should get some of this shit. I should get it. But, I never did it. But after that encounter, I went ahead and did it, y'all. So I don't know if you can see. It's a lot of black on black on black on this, but I went ahead and invested.
Is that your song? Black on black.
Black on black. But I invested in the Actively Black. I got a little jumpsuit. I got the hoodie and the matching pants. It's got a zipper on the sleeve. I don't even know what I'm gonna put in there, but I can't wait to find out. It's embroidered with just kind of words of wisdom and inspiration, like there is greatness in our DNA. Okay. The hoodie pocket got a other pocket in it that I don't even know what I just put my car key in there real quick.
That makes sense.
There's like a pocket inside the pocket. That's cool. And the fit is great. I'm a medium dude and I think everything fits okay. I feel like this medium top is a little bit bigger than I would expect. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get svelte. But the medium pants fit perfectly. So shout out to Actively Black. And I'm just looking for if anybody else has any other suggestions of, whether it's clothing or food, restaurants, women, entertainment.
No, I'm kidding. That was me. Sorry. Go ahead. I apologize. Sorry.
I guess if you got suggestions for black women.
No, I'm good. I would.
For Shang,
No, I haven't been.
Matter of fact, you know what? If you have a black woman.
No, stop.
For Shang,
I haven't been with a woman in so long, I wouldn't know what to do with it.
Send pictures from the chin up and the ankle down. Because the brother likes teeth and feet.
Wow. Just going to get into my personal. Wow.
Sandy English, I see you over there.
Wow. So everybody on the feed just going to get into the personal? Wow. We go
there sometimes.
I like somebody with big elbows.
But exactly, just throw them. But yes, I have invested.
Looks good.
I won't just say my first, but this was a very conscious decision to invest in. And I, typically on this show in this new format at our new Burger King location, I'm gonna wear a blazer and a collared shirt. But today, at the end of Black History Month, I felt the need to show y'all that I am about my business, my words. So when I say go spend your black dollars in righteous places, I feel I have done that, and I'm gonna get some more gear. And you know what? I'm gonna say this too. It wasn't cheap, right?
No, it's not cheap
for
at all.
A hoodie and some sweatpants. It wasn't cheap, but it also doesn't feel cheap. It looks and feels very well made, high quality. And I know we do this sometimes. We'll go to a black business and be like, "Oh, you want $15 for a sandwich?" But then you'll take your motherfucking ass to Chez Le Chez.
I don't even know that's the place.
I was just trying not to get sued.
Yeah.
But you'll go to Chez Le Chez and then pay $15 for, one
An
cube
olive
of meat. Yeah, whatever, right? And try,
I like one olive.
And then try and Instagram that like we made it.
Well, hold on. I'm just going to say I'm definitely going to get some gear. I already knew about them. But this hoodie I have on, I got it from a brother behind Ross clothes, and I bought it from him. So in a way,
support your boosters.
I supported a booster.
You boosted
to get
your
my
booster.
black hoodie. So I just want y'all to know I'm supporting. And if anybody right now, I'm looking to get a gun. And
okay.
Again, like if anybody
turn this show into a black market for illegal activity.
You sure? If anybody has a gun, that I could purchase because I have some problems where I can't actually officially get a gun. I mean,
those are called felonies. Though.
It's called supporting
a pending case.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe that's what it is.
It's good.
But no, I think that's good. You did it. And like you said, it's not cheap, but I did know about it. It's just.
It also wasn't ridiculously expensive.
It wasn't like.
But y'all go out and spend your goofy ass money on Gucci, Louis, YSL, all that red bottoms and all that shit. I'm like, why not throw a little bit of that money towards, or most of it, or all of it into our community? Because this is quality gear,
right?
And it's not appropriate. I'm not going to show up at a high end function in this, but daily casual wear, gym wear, active wear.
I used to do a joke about that, about people who own Land Cruisers and don't own land, and so you'll spend your money.
What you cruising?
Yeah, what you're spending money on these extravagant labels, and you won't support a label that could actually be something that
for the community. For the community. Let me see.
Got a lot of people in the Philly topics.
I'm gonna try and catch one. Yanni K, good to see you, brother. Haven't heard from you in a while. I'm trying to read this right. He says a Black Star band, Talib Kweli and Yasin Bey, formerly known as Mos Def.
I know them.
They have a T saying Black Star, go buy it. Okay, so Yanni K is saying Black Star has their own little T-shirt.
Yeah, no,
go support Yasin Bey and Talib. You know.
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
I
know y'all used to be on Def Poet.
Yeah, so I'm gonna drop names. Yeah, I'll
clean that up.
You know what? I'm gonna give him a call. I'm gonna give him a call.
Hey, see if we can get some teas.
And after that, maybe I'll call Chappelle. And then after I called Chappelle, I was going to get at Eddie Murphy and tell him, hey, man, I'm going to need one of those leather jackets I saw you rocking. So I don't mean to drop names.
The most famous comedian I know is sitting at this table with me. So, my connections have connected.
But no, and people think I fuck around. I really actually do.
No, he don't.
But no, I think that the fact you did that, I'm quite impressed.
Hey man, let's not just talk about it. Let's be about it. Don't talk about it. By the way, don't go to Target to buy black products. Okay, buy black products, but I'm sure you could research what the products are and get them direct from them.
Target still makes the money.
Target still gets a cut of that, and that was not the point of boycotting.
Unless Target becomes one of our sponsors, and then we're gonna sell out. No, I'm kidding. We already got Burger King. We're good.
We're good, guys. Have it your way.
We keep fucking with you. Like, the guy that said, he's like,
shout out to Petty Cash Studios, by the way.
He's like, man, will you shut up with that bullshit? It hurt my fucking feelings.
He's like, I've got lawyers working on this. Shout out, Mark. Petty Cash Studios. Thank you for the time and space. Hey, listen, that was your Black Pedro pop-in for today. We're going to end today's show with the emotions.
And I need you to jump in because
the man himself.
I need you to jump in. I'll let everybody know my Shangry today has been making my ass itch. And I know that means wash my ass. Let's be real. If my ass is itching, I should wash it. I meant it irritated me, and this is what it is. No! Hey, let me tell you something about D.E.I., my D.I.C.K. It's bullshit, okay? Everybody says, well, we don't need it because the country's moved forward and now we are all one and everything is fair. The reason they came up with D.E.I., you stupid motherfuckers, is because qualified people of color and women were not getting the opportunity.
And little people
too. We should have had more stoops.
And people were missing fingers.
Right. And somebody without a thumb, hey, get them, look at that. A flipper? Yeah, that's not right.
Wheelchair people,
everything. DEI is not just black people. And there's this bullshit narrative that's happening right now in the media where they're correlating DEI means black and unqualified. You unqualified? What the fuck? Look at my face. What the fuck are you talking about? You want to know what's unqualified? Look at the cabinet of motherfuckers that they put in there. If you throw the pictures up of these toilet bowl fucking scrubs, are you kidding me? This is bullshit. Gabby, that crazy Russian asset, And all of the people that are in the White House, 90% of them are not qualified.
One of the dudes looks like, he looks like an Asian Three Stooge. He looks like Asian Curly.
I mean, the bottom line is, if you look at a lot of the people that he nominated, and a lot of people that, you know, RKFIG, whatever the fuck, the dude that actually dropped off a bear in Central Park, psycho fucking drug addict, heroin, and now he's in charge of health. He's in charge of health, pretty much. We got Gabby, Russian spy. All I know is the Black Widow didn't have as much blood on her ledger as this bitch.
Nikita.
I'm saying this is bullshit. And then now they got, what's his name? Rafa Kadhafi. He's now the head of the FBI.
Oh, you talking about cash for cocaine?
Yeah, yeah, this motherfucker.
You look like the raccoon that got into your stash.
Yeah, he's absolutely a
FBI,
psycho,
baby.
And he actually put a hit list out. So we're putting these people in charge. These people are the people that are in charge. If you look at that image that we just showed, if you look at that, these are the people that are in fucking charge now, and none of them are qualified. 0 years qualified. 0 years. Kash Patel has 0 years qualification for this. RFK has no medical background whatsoever. And this is the motherfucker that y'all thought was it. And the only reason they did that is because they sucking on the taint of motherfucking Trump. And that's your bitch ass. You did this. So all you farmers that are crying like, oh, I'm going to lose my farm. Well, guess what, bitch? You voted for it. You got it. Toyota, nigga.
Yellowstone, you're gonna have to hang somebody to get your land back.
I'm sorry that I added that at the end. I shouldn't have did that. I got emotional.
It's okay though.
I feel better now though.
I get you, man. There is this. It has become this kind of idea that DEI means unqualified, when it's really more of a statement about the society itself and its lack of inclusion. It's lack of inclusion.
And by the way, and I'm not saying this because I think white women are absolutely beautiful and smart. But guess what? The number one people that were getting any kind of play was because of DEI. Number one, we are actually 5th on the fucking rung of people that got the benefits of DEI.
Or affirmative action, whatever you want to call it.
Affirmative action, of all of these things that you want to bitch about, you maggots. This is what you're mad about? But what happened to the price of eggs, bitch? I took a picture of an egg because I couldn't afford the fucking eggs.
I went to the store the other day and they only had the 18 carts, the 18 carton.
Yeah.
Like the 18 count.
Yeah.
They didn't have no more dozens left.
You know why?
You had to go up to the 18.
An 18 count, you got to get a credit.
I had to fill out credit.
Yeah, credit report.
No, I did. And thank you, Mom, for co-signing on them eggs. I appreciate that.
Yeah. I ran in and grabbed one egg and ran out because this shit is so expensive.
It was scrambled by the time you got home. There you
go. I'm just letting y'all know, please understand, anybody out there that's dumb enough to buy into this narrative, DEI does not mean black. And it also, if you're looking at how they're running it, they're unqualified. And I see the people in the feed talking shit about it. You know what the fuck I meant.
Ms. O'Williams, I see you out there. Thank you for joining in. Again, we're working out some quirks here. That's your Shangry for today.
That's it. I'm done.
That's your show for today, guys. But we are working out this new format.
Yes.
Here, because here at this Burger King, we got to do the show and work the drive-thru at the same time.
Will you stop that? You're hurting Mark's face. Listen, I see Mark's face.
First of all, real shit. From Detroit, my first real job was at the Burger King at Woodward and 9 Mile, right across from the Detroit Zoo. Y'all remember where my Detroit people at? I worked at that Burger King a whole summer. I could still make a Whopper to this day. Ain't nothing wrong with no Burger King.
Okay, if we're going to go there.
Broiled.
If we're going to go there, I actually stole a whole package of straws from Burger King when I was young.
Okay. That's a lot of cocaine you did that night.
Savage AF,
this light you seeing right here, that's the grill, baby. We hot to death. Hot. Savage AF on fire. Savage AF, man. Fuck your feelings, facts matter. Black Pedro, Shang in the building, guys. That's your show for today. We thank you guys. Make sure that you check us out on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/C/SavageAFWorld. We're going to chop this episode up for you, get you some edited clips as well as a more polished version of it. But thank you for joining us on the live.
Thank you so much.
I think from now on, we figured it out, and we will be live probably Wednesdays at 2 p.m. one day a week, and then you'll get the edited version the following Monday. Yes. And if that changes, shut the fuck up and roll with us, okay?
Also, make sure you check out the live show. Make sure you check us out when we do live shows all over the country. I will be all over the country. Go to my website, IamShang.com, and you'll see the different shows I'm doing. And also go and check out Pedro at Black Pedro on Instagram for upcoming live comedy shows.
That's what it is, y'all. Yeah. Savage AF, fuck your feelings, facts matter. If you are white and you voted for Donald Trump, you're either really, really rich, really, really racist, or both. If you are not white and you voted for Donald Trump, you're either really, really rich or dumb as fuck. Deuces.